All right, man, here we are, January 30th, Pro Membership Sweepstakes, making dreams come true. We're already a month into this thinking you're already crazy, crazy. Big giveaway today, Jeff Lester, Hunt Hard Outfitters, New Mexico elk. Please give us some rain and some moisture so they'll get some horn growth and all that stuff. This has been a pretty mild winter all across the Southwest, and I mean, to the point it's almost scary, but that's part of the problem when we plan these hunts and have to book them a long time in advance. You do not know what the weather is going to be whatsoever. I had a hunter the other day that I'm not going to say where they went and I'm not going to say a name, but they called me or texted me and told me that it was a horrible hunt and that I sucked. So you know what, I take that very personally, and it really bothers me, and especially when you look on the list and see that these are hunts that we buy from these outfitters. I know them, trust them, I'm putting my money in that position, but you know what, when we book these a year in advance, we don't know what the weather's gonna be. We do know the moon phase, but we don't know what the weather's gonna be. We don't know what it's gonna be hot or whatever. You know, all you whitetail hunters from the back east, man, when it's 80 degrees in October, is there a pre-rut going on in the daylight hours? It's not. It's, it's just the hand play, the hand we're dealt. We just got to play it the best we can. And it's hunting. You got to go hunt. You got to go make the most of it. So enjoy the experience, have a good time. That really bothered me because I take great pride in making sure people have good hunts. And I know the outfitter worked as hard as he possibly could to try to get an opportunity. You know what, just sometimes you run the clock out and it doesn't happen, man. Not everybody wins all the time, I get it. So I apologize to that guy, and hopefully get another opportunity. Fortunately, the other guys in camp, they actually killed a couple of pretty good deer. It was just not his deal. So anyway, we know somebody's going to Jeff Lester with Hunt Hard Outfitters. We got other great bonus prizes. We've got the ESP Elite Digital Hearing Protection. This is an $1,800 package or $1,600 package. You can upgrade that if you want, custom cutting board, lots of stuff going on here. So, hey, let me give this a big spin, and let's see who's going to New Mexico to do a little hunting. Application process for that is in March. Deadline is in March. You have, tomorrow's the deadline for Wyoming. Not points. If you just want to do points in Wyoming, points only time frame goes from July through October, and Arizona deadline is February the 3rd. You do have to apply in February. For them, they do not have that points only time frame for that. So anyway, you need to apply for that if you've got need information on that. Part of your membership is a basic membership to Tag Hub with Eastman. That's got all of that information, but you guys can always call me. But what ends up happening this time of year is my phone blows up with people, and every time I'm on the phone with somebody, I'm on there for 30 minutes to an hour. So we just run the clock out, don't get to talk to everybody. I apologize for that. But anyway, if you've got questions, want to try and draw, let me know. So, all right, let's see who is going with Jeff Lester, Hunt Hard Outfitters. All right, who it is. Lacey Lynch, Glen Allen, Alaska. Lacey Lynch, Glen Allen, Alaska. You probably want to get out of Alaska that time of year in October, so it'll be nice and cold. All right, congratulations on that hunt. That's a phenomenal hunt. ESP Elite Digital, what'll happen here is I will get you a Jeff information. Merle Plank, Olathe, Colorado. Merle Plank, Olathe, Colorado. I will get you Jeff's information. He is the owner, CEO. And you'll also need to see a local hearing professional, get molds done for your ears. You can get a hearing protection test if you want, or a hearing test if you want. I recommend that you do. Costs a little extra money. That's not included. But then they can tune your hearing protection just for things that you need to hear, like elk bugling, turkey gobbling, that type of stuff. And you can also use that to upgrade. They've got a couple of different steps up that are even higher level than this one, and you can go ahead and upgrade that. So I'll leave that up to you. Congratulations, Merle, you can do that. All right, custom cutting board. That's gonna go to, these are all one of a kind, Brian Patterson, Las Vegas, Nevada. Brian Patterson, Las Vegas, Nevada. Get you a custom cutting board. That will get shipped out. Make sure you call the office, verify your address. All right, Alps Outdoors, pack and bind harness. That's going to go to Curtis Matthews, Harriman, Utah. Curtis Matthews, Harriman, Utah. Congratulations. Make sure you call the office. That does get shipped direct from Alps. All right, Freak Nasty outdoor tripod. That's going to go to John Graber, Montgomery, Indiana. John Graber, Montgomery, Indiana. Congratulations. Make sure you call the office. All right, Kinnetrek Bridger High Boots. The certificate is going to go to Austin Ecker, Saratoga Springs, Utah. Austin Ecker, Saratoga Springs, Utah. Congratulations on the Kinnetrek boot. All right, Purple Peak headlamp, charger, and a tumbler. It goes with that. That's going to go to Brent LeGrand, Colusa, California. Brent LeGrand, Colusa, California. Congratulations on that headlamp. All right, last but not least, Outdoor Edge, complete knife set. And that's going to Michael Willis, Sarasota, Florida. Michael Willis, Sarasota, Florida. Congratulations to all of our winners today. Appreciate all of you guys. Make sure you guys are checking your emails with the information about the drawings and stuff. Up for February, we have #1 Compass West Outfitters. It's going to be an elk hunt. That's a rifle hunt on private land. You could hunt bow or whatever. February 20th, Itcha Mountain Outfitters Canadian moose hunt, backcountry moose hunt on horses. This is phenomenal. And then we're going to top it off on February 28th with Renfro's Alaskan Adventures. This is a phenomenal moose hunt. All the stuff we give away for not phenomenal, but that one's a pretty expensive moose hunt, and they do really, really well up there. So a lot going on in February, a lot going on across the board. So hey, thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here in another 10 days.